I married at a very young age, and I think back now about how many women I had that were mentors to me. And I just remember, and I've been thinking about them a lot lately, and how that they were actually leading me through my Christian walk, and I just didn't realize it. But I remember one lady, and she was so in love with Jesus. I just thought that's the way that we should all be, because I loved her, and I loved seeing how much she loved Jesus. Another lady was in love with the Word, and every time I would go to her house, she'd have her Bible open and just tell me all the nuggets that she had learned, and but they invested in me. They would invite me to their house. We would have small gatherings, and you could call it small groups. We would get together and have dinner. A lot of the little old ladies of the church, as I call them, they taught me to cook. And I love to cook now, and I think about them because I use their recipes a lot. So a lot of the people aren't here anymore, but I still think about them. At the time, I didn't realize that they were mentoring me, but they were. And it wasn't so much what they said, it was more what they did, how they lived, how they loved me, how they invited me into their home, and how I became a part of their life wherever I was in their communities. I was able to see how wonderful Christian women nurtured their children, how they kept their homes, how they loved their family and spent time with them. In today's world, I just think that we're called to be mentors. In Isaiah 54, it says God gives us spiritual children. And so spiritual children to me means I need to try to share my faith with them and help them in their faith walk. There's nothing that thrills me more than to go to church and have one of them pick me up on the golf cart, one at the door, one on the praise team, just to see those people that I know we sat right here and talked about their dreams and what they would like to do in the church and serve in the church. I think we've saved some marriages here in this house. I think we've helped some people through some tough times. And we celebrated happy times. And it's not a sacrifice. It's definitely an investment. And Pastor Jerry one time said, when you invest in people's life, it's not always comfortable. So it's not always easy to do, but it is so worth it. It's so important to surround yourself with Christian women. We need each other. We may not realize it, but we need each other, all ages. I love to sit in our small groups and see the older women so interested in the younger women's life and what's happening and what they're doing, and then vice versa. It's a place to belong. It's a place to grow. A lot of times I think we get lost in the church after we join the church or we start coming, and we just kind of fall away. But a small group keeps you connected. I think being in a small group is one of the most important things you can do.